Hold on a minute. Oh my god, my hair, I'm sweaty. Really? What's up, everybody? It's me again. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Yes. And today's review, demo, and swatches on the Natasha Denona Retro Palette took me forever to film. I don't know why. I am going to have so much footage to go through. Plus, I dropped the palette 74 times. I probably put that in the beginning of the video as a blooper because I just could not hold on to anything. I kept dropping brushes, the palette. I mean, I pretty much had no concentration today whatsoever. Everything was flying out of my hands. I'm hot. I'm having a hot flash. I had like 87 of them while I was filming today. So that in turn just makes me really angry. You know, I just can't handle the hot flashes this year. I don't know what it is. And it's not even hot today. It's quite cool outside. So I have no idea why I was sweating my ass off. Probably because I have this beautiful lace blouse on. It doesn't really have a high collar where it's going to make me hot, but I don't know. I just feel like it's really hot and muggy, and you'll see all I did was blow dry my hair this morning and I had it pinned back, so I didn't have it curled, so you could just see my hair growing and growing and growing as the tutorial progressed. But anyway, so today's video is going to be on the new Natasha Denona Retro Palette. Excuse me, I have fingerprints all over it. You know, these lights show absolutely everything. So I did some beauty shots of the palette prior to me swatching it and doing the tutorial for you. I love, as you've heard me say before, I love Natasha Denona. She does makeup and she does it well. I pretty much have all of her palettes, I think, except for one. So I pretty much have all of them. Maybe two. I think I don't have two of them. I don't have the Biba, and I don't have the, is it the Circa Loco or Circo Loco? I'm not sure. I don't have that one. So, but I love all of her little plastic palettes. These aren't that expensive. I think they run around $65 to $68. This is really pretty. I love how the look came out. It looks really good. I'm looking in the monitor. I love it. I only used, I think, 3 or 4 shadows in this eye tutorial. So before I go forward and spoil the review, let's go ahead and rewind back to the beginning and let's go ahead and do a tutorial of the new Retro Palette. So let's go!
You say I'm it, and all your actions match with your words. I say I'm in, but so much fire can lead to burns. I got some questions for you, babe. I'm not trying to press you. I wanna know what you would say. I'm not trying to test you, but would you go looking for my love, my love, my love? Would you go searching for my love, my love, my love? If it wasn't right in front of your face, if I took it to another place, if it was out of your reach, would you go looking for my love, my love,
everybody, how did you enjoy that tutorial? I really hope you had a wonderful time watching it. It took me forever to film it. It really did. I just could not concentrate today. I was up and around, walking around. I was having a hot flash. I just was not focused at all today, and I don't know why. But anyway, we're here. My hair's done. You'll notice in the tutorial my hair is a giant frizz ball because I had just blown it dry and didn't even touch it with a flat iron or anything. I just pinned it back and started filming. Then I started having a hot flash and then my hair got even frizzier. So just ignore that because now I'm all put together and hopefully I won't have a hot flash and my hair won't, just, grow and grow and grow, because it does that from time to time. Anyway. And it says this is a continuation of the GLAM palette. It's a midi-sized palette featuring 15 romantic burgundy and mauve shades combined with gray browns, taupes, dusty roses, and vintage pinks. Perfect to create a romantic retro-inspired look. The retro eyeshadow palette is the retro version of the cult favorite GLAM palette, and that's very true. There are several formulas in here. Yeah, matte metallics, pearlescence, duochromes, the cream to powder, and the topper shadow, and I did use that in this look today. All right, everyone, sorry to interrupt the video. I am currently editing this video that you're watching on the Natasha Denona Retro Palette. But unfortunately, I just figured out that all my clips, well, 99% of my clips of the swatches are corrupted. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch it here. I hope you don't mind. I know I kind of look like a mess in a dress, but I hope you don't mind. At least you will get some live swatches as well as the description of the shadows. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into those swatches. All right, guys, we're going to do 3 rows, and that is 5 shadows per row. And we're going to start off from left to right. So the first shades we have on the top row are Glitz. And Glitz is described as a duochrome cool baby pink with a champagne shift. And I did use this in the tutorial. I put this on as one of the main colors of my lid. And then I put on Psychedelic, which is a topper, over the top. So let's see how this goes. This is so smooth and soft. So excuse the lighting. I'm so sorry. Maybe if I get a little closer. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so that's Glitz. The next one is Andy, and Andy is described as a matte taupe lilac cream powder. And this cream to powder formula is like no other. It's so pretty. Now, I probably should have done the inside of my wrist because the outside tends to get a little more sun. So it's a beautiful mauve, like a lilac mauve. It's so pretty. All right, and then the next one, I can't wait to use this. This is called Jude, and this is described as a metallic warm taupe. I love taupe eyeshadow. I think it really looks good on brown eyes. And this reminds me of Tom Ford's cream shadow in platinum. Oh, that's pretty. This has a little bit more of a purple base, but it could just be the lighting. I know Tom Ford's platinum is a little more of a silver taupe. This may have a tad bit more lilac or a little bit more purple, but it's pretty close. All right, and then we have Maud, and I will show you Maud. Maud is right here. Maud is described as a matte off-white with a pink undertone. And this is good because it's a matte shadow and you can set your concealer or set your eyeshadow base. I always use the P. Louise base because I always get good results. And the thing with, I guess I should have said this at the beginning of the video. The thing with Natasha Denona shadows is you can't bring any other shadows from another eye palette as a companion palette. These shadows are their own special formula, so you can only use Natasha Denona shadows or else you are going to have a hot mess. So Mod, oh gosh, it's so creamy and buttery. Beautiful. All right, so let's... Very nice. It's very opaque. This would look good if you want to do like a Twiggy inspired makeup for Halloween, to put that as the main color of the lid, or actually do your cut crease first and then cut in so you can add the lighter shade and it would look amazing. All right, we're moving on to the second row, and the first shade is right here. It's called Groove. And Groove is described as a matte, medium, dark, warm maroon. And I believe I used this in a combination with Rebellion for my eye look today. And I really, really love maroon colored eyeshadows. It's so soft, you guys. It actually, the cream to matte formula, when you swatch it, it feels even a little bit colder. And I'm always surprised because I forget that she does, or that she has this wonderful cream to powder formula. So, I mean, this thing swatches like a dream. It's a little bit dusty, but these really deep, dark, saturated mattes tend to have a lot of kick up in the pan. But they're super easy to work with and perform well on the eye. All right, so next we have Apart, and Apart is described, or Opart is described as a matte, dark taupe cream powder. And I don't think I have used this yet. This is not a cream to powder formula, I don't believe. I think it's just more of a matte formula. This is a good ashy brown if you guys wanted to do your eyebrows. If you like to use a mid-tone brown, this would be perfect to do your eyebrows. I know on my camera, as I'm looking in my computer, it does seem like it's pulling a little maroon, but it could be because it's next to that maroon shade, or it could just be my camera because I am just using the camera on my computer. So yes, that is Opart. All right, we have Psychedelic, Warm Baby Pink with Multicolor Sparks Topper. And if you've ever worked with topper shadows before, it's probably best that you dampen your flat shader brush with some sort of fixative spray. Like Fix Plus or Urban Decay All Nighter, or I think there's a couple of good ones at the drugstore. That way, because it is very chunky and it is very glittery, and you don't want to have fallout within an hour. Let me see if I could create a better swatch for you. My hand is a little darker. There, that's better. It's really pretty. It's chunky, but it's sheer. So that is Psychedelic. I really love that. I love Natasha Denona's topper shadows. They really are absolutely wonderful. Yes. So let's go ahead and do the next shade, and that is called Go-Go. I love Go-Go. That's described as a matte, medium, warm rose cream to powder formula. Woo! I almost dropped that. All right, so, and I don't know if it's just me, but these cream to powder formulas feel a lot cooler when you swatch them. Oh, this is perfect. This is straight up my street. Love that. Beautiful. A great, wonderful, everyday shade. Wonderful. All right. And then the last shade in the second row is called Patty. Patty is described as a metallic medium nude rose copper. Okay. So, oh, that's so smooth. I think this is just her traditional metallic formula. Beautiful. Great everyday shade. Love that. All right, so now we're getting down to the third and final row. And the first shade we're going to be using is called Swing. Swing is right here on the end, and it is described as a metallic, medium, dark, cool maroon. Love this. So, oh gosh, I wish you guys could feel this. You have to go into a Sephora to swatch this because it is absolutely divine. So smooth, so creamy, so buttery. They perform well. Look at that. Boom. One swipe. You can't beat that, you guys. That's wonderful. All right, so Nude Mauve is described as a matte, medium, light, neutral nude. And I did use this in my eye look today. So creamy, so buttery. And I think this is just her everyday matte formula, which is nothing to turn your nose up about because it really is such a beautiful color. Love that. Wow. That is a gorgeous color. You could use that to contour. I know I could get away with using that shade to contour with. Love that. All right, and then we have Rebellion, and Rebellion was one of the shades I used to create my eye look in the outer V. And that is described as a matte, medium burgundy cream to powder. Another cream to powder, guys. You can't go wrong with these. And I always forget that she does these cream to powders. And when I swatch them, I can't believe how much I love them. I really do. The only thing, if I had to say one con about the Natasha Denona shadows, is you cannot bring any other companion palettes in order to create your eye look. So say if you wanted to use a black and really deepen up the outer V, you couldn't because, well, you could try, but in my experience, bringing in another shadow from a different palette that's not Natasha Denona is not gonna, they don't play well together. They do not work well together in the slightest. So if I had to say one con, that would be it, that you couldn't bring in any other shadows. All right, so just two more left. So the second to the last one is called Hello. No, it's called Helio. And it is described as a metallic taupe nude. All right, so we have another taupe. But this is a, ooh, wow, that is beautiful. Wow, do you see the shine on that baby? Holy cow, look. Boom. That's beautiful. Wow, I can't wait to use that. That is such a gorgeous shade, and it goes perfect with these burgundy shadows. This palette is created to the letter. They really thought this through. All right, last shade in the palette is called Amara. And Amara is described as a matte, medium, cool, vintage rosewood. And I love rosewood shadows. They really are nice. I also like to use this color as a blush during the fall and winter because it goes great with my skin tone. If you have a light hand, now you're probably going to be scared when I say you can use this as a blush, but if you use something like Real Techniques, their airbrush brush that you use for foundation, or any type of brush like that, anything that's going to limit the denseness of the color, and it's going to blend it and make it look airbrushed. So there's all the shadows, you guys, all on one arm. They look tremendous. I love it. Beautiful. So if you love Natasha Denona, definitely pick up the Retro Palette. It is quite wonderful, and I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. So anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this sucker up once again. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up if you would like. That really helps me out. Also remember to hit the post notification bell down below so you'll be notified of all of my videos in the future. I thank you for watching, everyone. Please stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. All right, see you later, everyone. Ciao. Bye-bye.